How to work out when you're not motivated. Now, when I was 13 years old, I remember I was still in like the very beginner stages of like lifting weights, you know? I was still in the very beginner stage. I was working out for like a month basically, like very beginner, like nothing serious at all. And I was researching like how do I build a lot of muscle. I was looking at YouTube videos, watching like Jeremy Athier and Jeff Nippard and all these guys, you know. And what they were always saying is the best split you can do is push pull legs 6 days a week, which if you don't know, it's like a very high volume split, high frequency split. You train like 6 days a week. It's very high volume. And at the same time, I'm still a beginner. I'm not adapted to that at all. But what I thought was, if I train like that, I will be like Chris Bumstead. I will be like huge, you know. So I told myself, I train like that, I'll try it. And what happened? I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it at all. The max I would train was 3 days a week. Push pull legs 3 days a week. That's the max I would train. I wouldn't be able to train any more than that. And I would keep like stabbing myself. Like I would keep like telling myself, bro, you didn't train 6 days. You won't build any muscle. Like you suck. You won't do this. You can't build any muscle, man. You're training too little. And I was just exhausted. Like every single time I would try to go to the gym, I was just exhausted, not motivated, hated working out. I didn't like it at all. Fast forward, I've now been working out for 2 years, 3 years, yeah? 3 years. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest, every single workout, I'm extremely motivated to work out. I love it. I'm addicted to it. Like I can't let a day go without doing a form of exercise. Not workout, but do a form of exercise. I have to do it. And this is the main point. This took me 3 years. It took me 3 years to get to this point. But honestly, like I will tell you, when this started, it took me about like 1 year to get to this. But what I will tell you, the first tip I'll tell you, and basically like the biggest thing I'll tell you is, first thing is consistency. I know I say this in every video, but it's true. It's so true. Honestly, like 99% of the problems you face or the excuses you say, like I'm too lazy, I'm too tired, I can't do this, I'm too fatigued, I don't have time, all those excuses, like 99% of them will go away by just doing this. By just being consistent. I'm telling you, bro, the more you will work out, it will get really easy. You will love it. You will be so motivated and it will be amazing. Like I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you from the future, you know. The more you work out, just everything gets better. Every single excuse you have just disappears, and every single problem you have disappears, and you just love working out. I'm telling you, bro. I know you always hear like discipline is more important than motivation, consistency is more important than motivation, and I know you don't like it, but it's true. It is so true. Like discipline is infinitely more important than motivation, because if we always do what we feel like, we will never get anywhere. So you have to train. I know it's very hard in the beginning. It is so hard in the beginning, but you have to train even when you don't feel like it. And I promise you, when you do that, it will get so much easier, and you will be so motivated to train in the future. Bro, it's so normal to not feel motivation, to not feel like you're motivated to train, especially in the beginning, bro, especially in the beginning. But the more you get through that, and the earlier you get through that, just the easier it will get. I promise you, bro. So bro, just keep training more, and as you keep training, your motivation will increase. The second tip I will give you is start small. I promise you, this will save you so many mistakes I did. Just like the story I said, When I did push pull legs for 6 days a week, I couldn't I couldn't train at all, and I was so unmotivated. I hated it. And the thing is, when I trained that way, actually, this no one knows this, but I'll tell you this. The second year of my training, I made absolutely zero gains. I didn't, not only did I not make any gains, I made less gains. So if you are in that beginning stage, the best advice I'll give you is start small. Just start with very minimal workouts. Just start with like 10 push-ups a day. I'm telling you, man, start with like 5 or 10 minute workouts. But the key is doing them consistently. Like you build muscle, you need to understand this, bro. Working out for 5 hours a day doesn't build muscle. Working out for 20 minutes every day is what builds muscle. I'm telling you, bro, you need to start small. You need to start with 10 push-ups a day. Like 10 push-ups a day is freaking nothing. But it will build that consistency muscle in you. You know, like you are, no disrespect, but you're still at level 1. You know, you're still at level 1 of consistency. When you start small, you become more and more and more consistent. And when you become more consistent, your motivation will rise up as well. So this is the key. Be consistent and start small. Start with literally the lowest thing you can do. Start with 1 push-up a day, not even like 10. Start with 1 push-up. 1 push-up every single day is freaking nothing. And slowly, like every like week, just increase something. Do like a pull-up, or add a squat, or add like a dumbbell exercise, or a bicep exercise, or a tricep exercise. Just add every like week, just trying to add a little bit of reps or an exercise or weight. But generally start very, very, very small. Don't focus on doing like the 2 or 3 hour workouts. I don't do 2 or 3 hour workouts. I train max 1 hour. So, and I've been training for 3 years, and that second year that I was training, I made zero progress because of the same reason. Because in the beginning, I trained so stupidly. Like I trained 6 days a week, push-pull legs, and that made me so overtrained that I couldn't build any more muscle. I had to take that second year. I wasn't able to train at all. I had to recover from the overtraining that I had. So just start small. And the third tip I'll give you, and this is actually a game changer. Literally the easiest way to become more motivated to work out is music. It is literally the easiest way to become more motivated. Just listen to music, and there's actually nothing wrong with it. Like listening to music is actually a good habit. Like it's an instant gratification habit, but it has no downsides to it. It has no downsides to it. Actually, some studies say that it's beneficial for you. It boosts your mood, it makes you happier, it helps you sleep more. So music is a very, very good way, and also it boosts your motivation. Like I remember when I started working out, when I was working out with those dumbbells, I used to listen to David Goggins and like the Reject Modernity, Embrace Masculinity edits, and that made me so motivated to train. So do that. That will really, really, really help you to become more motivated when you work out. And I know motivation is kind of like people always say like, no, you have to be more disciplined. No, you have to like motivation is nothing. You have to be more disciplined. Like that's true, but when you're beginning, I know it's so demotivating because like you don't want to train at all. You feel like you hate it, it sucks and all that, and you're not motivated to train at all. But I know these tips will help you. If I did these tips when I was at your age, I would have been far more in my journey than I am right now. So the 3 tips are: be more consistent, start small, and listen to music or David Goggins or whatever you like, you know. And as always, I love you, bro, and I'm rooting for you.